Hey everyone, John Lorden here with a special Brainscratch Searchlight update. We have some news on a particular case. This is about, I believe, it's about the case of Richard York. I'm going to explain why it's not 100%. Unfortunately, there has been a body discovered. It seems to have been discovered in the backyard of someone that was part of this case. Now, a positive identity confirmation has not happened yet, but I just wanted to get this information out to you guys as quickly as I could, and I'm almost certain we're going to have the ID come through on this as being Richard, also known as Rickey York. So let's talk about what's going on with this. First, a big thank you to A Burton for being the first to notify me about this by actually adding a link to a news article in the comments of this Searchlight video. I really appreciate you keeping me updated like that. Over at NBC News, just to take you back to the case a little bit, Angela York remembers her older brother, Richard Rickey York, as a hardworking, loving man. The friend, Chad Jernigan, is not only Rickey's longtime friend, he is also Angela's ex-husband. So if you guys remember my coverage on the case, Chad is the person, apparently Rickey went over to help him move. At least Rickey seems to have appeared to have drinking a bunch of beer. The story is that he was pretty severely intoxicated. Chad was trying to drive him to meet up with his son, and they never get there. And investigators were looking into it. They could see the truck that was driving through the area, but they saw no signs of Rickey at all. I know many of you were a little bit suspicious about Chad in the comment section of this video. We now go to an update that came out just today. This will be yesterday when you guys see this. Body found buried in backyard, published Friday, July 27th, 2018. Texarkana, Arkansas. Police are investigating after a body was found Friday morning in Texarkana, Arkansas. It was located in the backyard of a residence on Union Road. Investigators believe it's a person who was reported missing. They have arrested Chad Jernigan, 39, for abuse of a corpse. Additional charges could be filed. This is a developing story. I found several other articles that are talking about this as well, but they're giving literally just that same amount of detail. Obviously, the location is a match. We have Chad called out by name in both the sources, both the story about Rickey York's disappearance and then also this story. We don't know that this is necessarily a murder situation. We can't say that it's not. I guess there's other things that could have potentially happened if there was some type of accident or something that Chad felt partly responsible for and he felt like he had to hide this body. Something along those lines might also be at play. So please keep your minds open to this. But we also can't rule out that something weird was going on here. And I don't know. I feel terrible for the family. You guys might remember I covered this case because it's of a man that went missing on the 4th of July. And it was just over a year, it seems like, before he's been found, hopefully. Once again, we don't have 100% confirmation on this, but I'd be very surprised if there was a different twist to come out of this story. And we have some new articles literally coming out as I'm trying to film this. People are starting to now confirm that it does appear to be Richard York's body that was found. Over at WDAM.com, investigators say the body found is of a missing Texarkana, Texas man by the name of Richard York, who went missing about a year ago. York's family has been notified, according to police. Over at KTBS.com, we get a little more detail. Thursday, Jernigan told detectives he had buried a body under a storage building in his backyard. Police found the body in a shallow grave covered by concrete. They're awaiting DNA and dental evidence, but believe the body is that of Richard York. So I think it's pretty solid. Terrible outcome to this case. Thankfully, it's just over a year that this happened. He went missing in July of 2017. So it's still a terrible outcome. But when you talk to families of missing people as often as I do, you know that point of being stuck without knowing what's happening is a terrible place to be in. I'm thankful that his family can begin to move out of that at this point. I'm just sad that this is the outcome that we have found here. I'm very curious about what the motive could have been in all this. I mean, this guy went to help Chad move. Sounds like he was kind of a good friend. So how did we end up at this spot? I really don't know, but we will keep our eyes and ears open for more updates on this case. My heart goes out to Richard's family. Really, really sorry that you guys are facing this. Take care, everyone. I'll see you back here on Monday on the Lord and Arts channel.